Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
All right, welcome to the KVJ After Show podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch, and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello, and welcome to the Wednesday KVJ After the Show podcast. Getting all ready for Halloween, talking about everything we're going to be doing. We've got a pumpkin carving contest that's going on here at our offices. Is that right? Everybody in the hall is competing.
We have a KVJ pumpkin.
And we're taking that shit seriously.
Yeah.
Is there a prize for this? I mean, what do I get on this?
I think there's cash.
Is there really?
There is cash.
Oh, how much are we talking?
That's how you get Mama interested. Why you think I carved a pumpkin?
Oh, what do we did? Any idea of what we're going to be making here?
It was in the email, but it's not a lot of cash, but hey.
As soon as you get it, you immediately have to give it to the sales department, unfortunately. But you still win with pride. And that's what it's about.
Is that what it is?
The money ain't going to be, it's not about the money.
We ain't busy enough around here?
Yeah, it ain't about the money. It's about sending a message.
Okay.
We just walked our pumpkin down there, and you got to put it in line with all the other pumpkins. Everybody else went like sweet. Like one show has like their faces in the pumpkin, and they're all cute, and they even put some hair on one of
There's
them.
one with hearts for
one with
eyes.
There's another one that has like bows and like harvest flowers on it.
They're sweet, Kevin.
The hell is this Halloween?
Ours went a different direction.
Ours is twisted as fuck. We have a butcher knife in the head. It's covered in blood. There's a snake coming out of its head, and the head of the snake is stuck in a mousetrap. It's awesome.
Well, you want to do something in the spirit of Halloween, right? I mean,
Yeah.
This ain't Easter.
Ours is evil. Our pumpkin submission is straight up creepy Halloween. I don't know what everybody else was going for, but y'all soft.
It needs to be twisted. It needs to
Well,
have
that's Halloween's supposed to be twisted.
Yeah.
Right? Especially, I mean, if you're talking little kids, I mean, you're not trying to terrify them, but for adults, it's supposed to be twisted.
Thank you.
It's the one night one can celebrate murder. No?
Murder.
I guess so.
I guess you can
I don't know
celebrate.
if you celebrate.
you're right.
I mean,
It's
you know,
wrong phrase.
if I threw a John Wayne Gacy party, do you think like the tone would be?
It wouldn't be received well.
It would be a little bit off.
I would like to retract my statement.
Yeah. Okay. I did see they tagged another murder on that cat.
Yeah, I know. I saw that too. It's crazy.
Yeah, from the 70s.
Wow.
Yeah, which is bizarre when you think, oh man, John Wayne Gacy. Clearly, they got that whole case wrapped up. They did it. There's victims of Ted Bundy that they think that did Bundy get this person? They don't know for sure, but there's talks of it.
Isn't that crazy?
Well, he had victims that he never admitted to. You know he didn't give every name that he killed.
You're right. Much like the movie, Victims Galore.
Thank you. Good plug. Don't forget, KVJ movie drops today.
At 4:20.
4:20.
4:20,
YouTube
okay.
page. And then we're doing our watch party at 8 o'clock tonight.
Okay.
Well, so what we're going to do is there's going to be a video live for YouTube, a video live on Facebook. It's going to be facing Grimsley, both of them, okay? So the people are able to talk on whatever forum they want to talk. And then at 8 o'clock sharp, we all just hit play. You pull it up on the KVJ YouTube page, hit play, and then we all can watch it together. That's the only way.
That's cool. Okay.
Only way we can do it for everyone to be involved, for everyone to watch it. I know it's not going to be exactly, 8 o'clock for everyone, but it'll be in the realm.
Okay. That's something at least.
It's something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun.
Gotta get that thing going for the weekend. I know you're going to be doing a little Halloween party, I believe, on Saturday.
Yeah, I got the witch coming over. Right now, it's me and the witch. So we got to get that party a little bit.
Okay.
It's got to be a little bit more populated.
I've had that kind of party before. It's lovely. It does get weird right around 3A.
Okay.
It's like, witch, I want to...
Witch, why are you so weird?
I want to go home.
I'm bringing my
You wanna
speaker.
go home?
I'm like, oh, I am home.
Yeah, I was going to say.
You can go. You go home.
When you're home and you say, I want to go home.
They're like, oh, shit,
where do
I
you
live
go?
here.
Yeah. It becomes challenging.
Well, my dad doesn't know I'm having a party there.
Oh,
He's been
the juicy daddy. He's going to
been
be there.
staying with me, yeah.
Will he stay or want to get out?
That's a good question. Probably going to want to leave.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of adult stuff going
Or
on.
will he want to leave? Maybe he'll want to stay.
I would love it if my dad stayed and got turned. And it's not, I mean, I'm not at all uncomfortable of partying in front of my dad. You know,
No.
we're comfortable
Your
like
dad's
that.
chill.
He's very chill. I just know that it may not be his vibe. He's not a big, partier. And I've just seen the raging gremlin over here. And I can feel it in the Halloween air that she wants to get fucked up.
So nobody's going to be doing a rail off your dad's ass then, is basically what you're saying?
We can't make that promise.
Okay. Guys, that'd be an amazing video. If I woke up the next day, I was like, wow, boy, that thing really got
What,
turned.
Virginia doing a rail of coke off my dad's dick?
I did. No, ass.
Oh,
Whoa,
oh.
why'd you make it his dick?
Did I make
Whoa, yeah.
No,
I
you
said
can do the
ass.
rails off his dick.
Wow.
I can't. I'm married.
Oh, I like how Kevin's shocked. And look, oh, how dare you? You said ass. It's still pretty bad.
It's not the same.
It's not the same, no. Wow. What's left out, I'm taking off with my mouth.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah,
Dad, I hope you're not listening.
expected
Yeah,
that.
he ain't coming now to the party.
All right, stop sexualizing my dad. It's fucked up.
I sexualize everything you love.
And you do, man. You did it to Chewy. You do it to my dad. Fuck this, man.
So that party's going to be going down on Saturday.
I don't know now.
You don't know?
No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding. Oh, come on, dog. You know I'm kidding.
Be a giant
I'm
vagina.
doing
Yeah.
jokes over here, earning my fucking living.
Yeah, I'm trying to duck out. My football team's got a big game Saturday night. So,
So, guys,
yeah.
really? Who are they
Big
playing?
game. Penn State.
What are you supposed to be doing that you got to duck out of?
I don't know. The Queen's talking about some party that I don't even know. It's going on.
Where is it? Whose is it?
Not mine.
I don't know whose it is. It's I think it's a connection to her job and whatnot.
It's a fancy party?
Yeah, it's a fancy
At a
party.
fancy house?
Very fancy house.
Fancy people?
So
fancy people.
We're competing with the fancy party, is what you're telling me.
I might go to the fancy party.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
I'm
Please,
just
please
kidding.
don't leave. Oh, rats. Drunk Virginia can't make it.
Yeah, so I'm trying to. Oh gosh. Oh.
Don't you hate
man.
going to parties or just bullshit you don't want to go to?
Well, I would. It's just last Saturday I kind of and I know this is odd. I'm a big baby, whatever, but I love college football. Like,
You love
It's
it.
my one thing, and it's only 4 months out of the year, so it's not year round thing. Only a third of my year is taken up with it. So I like Saturdays to do the college football thing, and so we went to Atlanta last Saturday. I didn't really get to I sit and watch pretty much every game, and I'm all in it all day long. And so we didn't do that because they went up there for the baseball game. And now I'm kind of getting hit with, oh, by the way, I got this party. You're not going to make me go by myself. I'm like, oh, dang.
What time do the Buckeyes play?
They play at 7:30. So it's a night game. They're doing something cool, too. They're wearing all red uniforms. They've never done that. And everybody in the stadium is supposed to wear red, so they want to make it look like hell.
Oh, too bad you're going to miss it.
I know. That's why I'm like, gosh,
Well,
if
if you come to my party, I was gonna have that. I was just gonna have the Buckeye room. It's
On
gonna
the
have-
big screen.
Yeah, it's gonna
Yeah.
be nothing but your keto snacks.
Yeah.
Ice chips galore.
well, if I come over, I'm bringing all my shit because I can't go home.
You and my dad can stay in the room together. I think you guys would do
So
well.
if I come on Saturday, everything's coming with me.
It could be a flop house for wayward dads.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Do you have a dad that's got no place to go? Well, I've got a place for him.
I do.
You know, if I show up at any of these things, yeah.
Plenty of room for you. I'd love to
Yeah.
have you.
Yeah. Everybody's like, oh, sounds boring, Kevin. Yeah, that's what I am. Boring. Just
But
give me-
it makes you happy.
It does, yeah.
Some party,
It's
look,
enough for me.
a fancy party that you don't know anybody, and it's at a fancy house. It sounds sexy, but if the people,
No,
if you're not vibing the people and you don't know them,
Right.
and they all know who you are, which is how it is.
They may or they may not. Cause
I'm telling you, they know who you are.
I
You're a
don't
big name in
know.
this town, Ralston.
You're the guy from the radio. They may or may not have listened to your show, but they all know you're the guy from the radio.
At minimum, they at least know that you are the Kevin Ralston.
And the 2 or 3
Yeah, I
guys
don't
that
know.
don't know who you
Yeah.
are, their wives will tell them, and then they will proceed to explain your show, right or wrong, in their explanation.
Yeah.
And then that guy will then judge you on that, and they'll be eyeballing you all night.
And the one guy is definitely going to give you an overly over-the-top, firm, aggressive handshake.
And call you sport.
And then let you know he's never listened to your show. He listens to XM.
Okay.
I meet that douche a lot.
Yeah.
I just meet that douche.
That guy
a
gets
lot.
around.
Oh, he always likes to break your hand, and I got them weak ass grips, man.
Yeah. So he's sizing you up, saying this is no man at all.
Guy lets you within 30 seconds. Never listen to your fucking show. I'm an XM man.
Yeah.
Fucking like XM.
Your
Okay.
only hope is that the homeowner is the husband is a cool guy
Yeah.
who is like, hey, Kev, I know you like the Buckeyes. Come on, I put them on in this room just for you and I, and we can have some beers and get away from all the crazy.
Fuck you, I'm a Michigan fan.
The Queen was trying to tell me, she's like, there's no way they're not going to have the game on. I'm like,
That's a tall order to think that everybody's into the Buckeyes.
because I get it. I realize if you're not from Ohio, it's going to be rare that you're going to give 2 shits about this game. And
Can we get background on these people whose house the party is on?
Yeah.
I can do a deep dive into their social
Yeah,
media and
let's-
figure out if they're going to be cool or not.
Well, let's have Virginia do that. Talk about them on the air, so it's really uncomfortable when you're forced to go to this party by the Queen.
I got you, Ralston.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How you make a bad night worse?
Yeah.
I got you.
Anytime anything goes wrong on the show, I really do blame Kevin. He hired us.
Yes. Yeah, so it's like you can't walk into somebody's party and be like, hey, can you put a game on for me?
No, you can't.
Absolutely not.
The only thing that you can hope for is that dude be cool. Now, if he's got any college football on, you're in luck. Because if he has no team loyalty and he's just trying to look cool and look like a bro, then you can talk him into changing it to the Buckeyes.
You got to be careful too if it's someone's party. I was at a party one time, and
Yeah.
the dude. It was one of those parties where he had something on the TV. He had the Rolling Stones pay-per-view on. He ordered it, so that's going on in the background. And then some other guy changed the channel.
Oh, shit.
And it was in his house, and a fight broke out. The guy
Yeah,
who
you
had the
can't do
house.
that,
You can't
yeah.
touch
He
a
was
man's
drunk,
TV.
and he just full on just went up to the guy and changed without any warning and hit him with the rainmaker on his head.
Wow.
And that's how it
damn.
started. He's like, "Don't you fucking change the Stones?"
Wow.
It was a pay-per-view.
Pay per view. It wasn't
Oh,
cheap.
damn.
Yeah, you just gotta be careful.
You
what
can't
someone's
touch a
TV.
man's remote.
No, you can't. No, absolutely not. So, yeah, so I get that. That's why I'm like, so I got to
Well,
try
you got, can't
get
you pull it
myself
up on your TV or on your phone?
You go to a party and you're hanging around and you're
Your
on
wife's
your
gonna
phone.
be mad at you that
Well,
you're on your
just-
phone.
You kind of look like a disconnected dick,
You
know, because
are.
people are at the party looking at you and you're on your phone staring at it the entire time. So I don't want to be that guy either. Like when I go to a social situation, I want to be engaged and talk to people, and I typically do, but that means no game.
Yeah, you just take this as a loss.
Yeah.
Oh, because if you're doing that, they're like, "Oh man, the guy that Kevin, he's a dick from the radio."
Yeah.
And then
Absolutely,
everybody
yeah.
talks bad about you,
Yeah,
and your
right.
wife overhears
Yeah,
that.
well, and it's at that point, it's like, why'd you even bring me? Because now there's just negative thoughts about
Right.
me showing up. So you realize that I walk, it's when you walk into these things, you're really on stage. So you've got
are.
to. Well, that's it. And people may not realize. I didn't realize this until recently in my life. I'm a massive introvert. So to me, I'm an only child. I am great chilling out by myself. To me, when I go out to social events, I got to flip on a switch. But I do, but it takes energy. And when you go home, you're just like, you just got to decompress. Some people love it. They love being in the middle of it. They love being on the stage.
You're an introvert with extrovert talent. You can do it, you can turn it on,
Right.
but it is work. And you also have to read a room too, which you also can do, which thank goodness, because some people don't even know how to read a room. They're just extroverted. They walk in, they start doing their act, and it's like, overwhelming.
Yeah.
I think there's nothing better than an introverted person with extroverted talent.
Well, there's times where when you say like turning on a switch, yeah, there's definitely times where I'll be in a mood of sorts where I don't want to be around anybody, and I know I have to get something up, especially
Right.
if it's an event or something.
Yeah.
You do got to turn it on a little bit.
you do.
If you're tired,
Well,
you
Right.
got personal stuff going on.
The thing about introverts is you recharge by being alone.
Right, yeah.
And if you don't give yourself that alone time to recharge and clean out the cobwebs and reset your whole brain, you can be doing yourself a massive disservice.
Yeah, you burn out.
Yeah.
That's what happens to me. I
Mental
fry.
fatigue.
Yeah.
Well, it's also
It's work being an introverted person that has to have moments where they are extroverted and work towards those.
Well, anytime no matter what you're doing, whether you're giving a speech or if you're, there's people that got to stand up and talk all the time. Anytime you have to present to other people, it makes you tired because you have to make sure you're not saying anything. You got to articulate your words. You got to not say anything offensive. There's a lot of stuff you got to keep, in line and in check, and that can be mentally draining.
Yeah, absolutely. No. And so, the queen was like, but she's like, remember the last party that I brought you to and you met the former CEO of BuzzFeed and you had such a great time? And I'm like, yeah, but honestly, that's a very tiring conversation. I love meeting this dude. He's very cool and it's very awesome. But you're really thinking about everything you say because you don't want to sound like a dumbass, 'Cause you're like, this guy's
wildly successful.
This guy's a ton more successful than me. I don't want to look like, the bumpkin, local radio DJ that doesn't know shit. So you're like, okay, don't say, that would be dumb. Don't say that.
He starts going into some, fancy bullshit. Like, well, so what do you think of the Stouffer's French bread pizza? You think they, that's how I would try to take the conversation. And it wouldn't go very far.
Right, yeah. They're just like, I don't know, man.
Fuck you, man. Stouffer's.
And then you can see them trying to desperately claw their way out of the conversation. Like, honey, do we need to...
But that's fine. I really don't want to talk to them either.
I feel like, dude, I only do delivery. Peace.
Yeah, BuzzFeed. I mean, that's the people you're rubbing elbows with.
Yeah,
I know somebody that used to work at the Buzz, the radio station, a part-timer.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah, it was all good, but and then so normally I'd like to go, but we'll see. We'll see. So that's my weekend shaping up here.
You gotta do me a favor and at least post some pictures, or even better, an Insta story, so you can break down what's really happening.
I'm really hoping that I'm just posting a picture of me sitting at home watching a Buckeye game. So that's hopefully the picture I'll be posting.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
And not to mention too, I don't know about going into somebody's house and snapping photos, and they're like,
wait, what makes you uncomfortable about that, Kevin?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Virginia's giving you shitty advice?
Yeah, it's one of them neighbors I think kind of like already it's got to be a hush-hush kind of. They don't like that attention.
Someone's going to Tiger Woods' house. Okay.
No, I don't think it's Tiger Woods.
No, the geographic things don't line up for it to be Tiger Woods.
No, I think it's in that Seminole complex, whatever it is.
Oh, I've been in there.
Yeah, so it's...
That's where Elin has a place.
Maybe it is Tiger's, I don't know.
You hobnob and fuck. Look at you.
It's my wife's contacts. Yeah, she's the fancy one. I'm just the freaking bumpkin from...
I'm so bad at
from
fancy.
Logan, yeah.
I'm so bad at
I'm not fancy like.
I am not either.
You are fancy like Applebee's.
I mean,
I am. I am. No, that's me. That's my speed.
Oh, can I smuggle into this party in the trunk?
Honestly, I wish you could take my place because you would probably have an amazing time. You would love it. And yeah, for me,
I would love it until the point when I got kicked out.
Do you want to give her 90 seconds just to ask the worst, shittiest questions she can ask? That's are never going to happen. Let her get it out of her system. Come on, keep asking him unrealistic.
That's all I know.
Kev, can I go in the truck and fuck everything up?
Well, no, here's how we do it. I get in the trunk, and when we pull up to the party, after the car is valeted and parked, that's when I get out of the trunk and go into the party on my own.
Okay.
You don't know me. You didn't bring me. You have no ties to me. Let me just mingle.
And then a great plan, Kev.
I'll be in a costume. Nobody will know it's me.
Yeah, right. Said no one. We can hear your fucking voice from Okeechobee. What are you talking about? Everyone knows your voice.
I won't speak.
Fucking hillbilly.
Yeah, hey, I'm fine with it. You can do it. Take my place.
I would not
smuggle
support.
you in.
If you had the balls to do that, I support that.
Yeah.
Oh, I would definitely do that. I don't think the Queen would do that.
No, you don't piss off the
because
Queen.
if they do apprehend me and I somehow snap, which I doubt I would ever roll over, but if they do break me, then she'd be probably in trouble.
Well, that's part of it, yeah. So on top of it, that's why I really I can't
have the
be checking
pressure.
scores. I can't be whatever. It's like you've got to come off like, oh, your husband was so
into it.
Yes, he was so great. He was so engaged. He was so articulate. So you need to walk away and have that kind of review. So yeah, no shenanigans.
I understand, Kevin.
Yeah, and that means probably minimal booze too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow. Every time you tell me these stories, you always add on this extra detail that just makes the situation that much shittier.
I know. It's
can you
tough,
have a
right?
roadie on the way?
Because then she's like, she sees me fueling up. So it's like, with each drink, she gets more and more nervous because she's like, here it comes.
Does that ever get on your nerves? Because when you tell these stories, it seems like you're not allowed to have any fun.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. It's one of those things where you have times where you can cut loose, and then you have a lot of times where you just can't cut loose and be yourself. And so, yeah, I have plenty of fun when I'm home drinking alone and cutting loose and doing whatever I want to do.
Home drinking alone.
But when you go out and you're in these kind of social situations, you can't be Yahoo guy. I just yacked in your toilet and pissed in your potted plant.
Well, that's why we were all horrified at the Crazy Horse event. Because we got so drunk. I like getting turned, and I like having a buzz and getting crazy and having fun. But that was just so over the top.
Yeah, and that's my
crazy.
people. I'm more comfortable in that. Yeah, this ain't a Crazy Horse kind of.
I hear you.
Yeah.
But even that was too much.
Even Crazy Horse was too much for us.
It was. We were
went
wrong.
too big. It was our first time out post-COVID, and it was right before the Delta variant. So we truly thought COVID was over, and we blew it out.
I just got so excited seeing people, and I don't know. I just had fun that day until.
It's good. It's awesome to be in a situation where you don't have to worry about.
But we had to kind of
anything.
worry about that because we're out in public and getting paid for that shit, and then we don't remember it. It's kind of a problem.
But I think people love seeing it.
I know.
Yeah,
that's
the
what's
audience
fucked
loves
up.
seeing it. The audience loves seeing it.
Sick business this is.
Well, they bought the shots.
I know they did. They're sick fucks.
I blame you, Russo.
I blame the people in the chat room that were there.
I got to stick to beer and champagne, but I can't do 17 shots and then be okay.
All someone has to do to get me excited to have a drink with them. Yo, Bird, I'm blah, blah, blah from the YouTube chat room. Fuck yeah, let's drink. I mean, I get excited so easy.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right. Here we go. This is kind of interesting text that we got. Somebody had texted in and said, Vince Neil from Motley Crue also almost got me fired one time because I didn't take out the green Skittles, which are part of his rider.
Oh, my God.
About 10 years ago, I was managing a rock club in Fort Lauderdale. I can know exactly which one you're talking about. And Vince was playing there. He had this huge rider, and the one thing was the bowl of Skittles, but no green ones. Well, I didn't take out the green ones, and I got reamed out afterwards, and he went to the owner and complained, tried to get me fired.
Is that real?
Sounds about right. Yeah, I believe it.
That's bullshit, man.
Yeah, I've heard that the artists do that. In fact, that originally came out of a Van Halen story about their rider, about taking out maybe it was the green or the brown M&Ms, one of the two.
Yeah.
And the reason why they would put that stuff in there is not because they had anything against brown M&Ms, but they knew if they saw the bowl of M&Ms that you actually read their rider and you took care of their stuff. Like they want to get in the right headspace. They want all this stuff set up in the backstage area. And if you forget something, I remember, especially with true singers like a Celine Dion and a Mariah Carey, they have it where the temperature's got to be set on this and on that. And, that's what they need to get themselves ready to go out and perform. And so if somebody misses a detail, it could throw them off their headspace. Or if they didn't have the right kind of water or lozenge or whatever it might be, it could actually affect their performance. So they started putting little things like that in the rider to test. And if you didn't do it exactly to the letter of the rider, then they could demand like some money back from the venue. Or cause issues and all that.
They sound like a lot of fun to work with.
Yeah, so that's why they did it, and that's why.
I get
like
why
that.
they do it, but I mean, if people are,
But you're Vince Neil. Your voice already sounds like shit, and you're hammered. So I don't think green Skittles really matter.
At the end of the day, if you're trying to get somebody fired because they didn't have the green Skittles, that's just, it makes you look bad.
If that's the only thing on the list that was wrong, you're a fuckface.
Right.
Yeah.
But we've had him in here. I think he's kind of a fucker.
He was, man. He was opening up that Dr. Feelgoods, and I was just trying to have some fun. All I said was, "Hey, man, are they gonna have chicken tenders on the menu?" I don't know. I don't know that. What do you mean?
That's what happens when you drop those kind of questions.
Yeah, they don't like no goofy ass radio
Like, I don't
questions
know.
from some radio silly ass.
Yeah.
Well, let me recommend a dentist then, because your teeth look like giant chiclets.
Damn, I ain't trying to go in like that, Ken.
Well, I am.
I'm not trying to hit him on the physical level.
If you don't want to dance, then don't start the fight.
He didn't start the fight.
He's being a dick.
He was never being a dick.
You don't be a dick to my Jaybird.
Only she can be a dick.
Exactly. You know me, fuckface.
Yeah, I hear you.
So that was, I think he's in that list.
But wasn't he a dick too? And we brought him up. You brought him up on stage. I went backstage with you, but he wasn't there. He was running late. But I thought he was he a dick?
No, what had happened was, he likes to golf, but I think he gets massively plowed when he goes out golfing. So he's staying at the Breakers, and he was supposed to be on stage, and I was supposed to bring him on stage, and he hadn't shown up, and it was, I think we were going on about an hour and a half.
Late?
Yeah, and so
It was late,
they
yeah.
went to the Breakers, and I think they had to kick his door in or have them let him in, and I think he was passed out on the floor.
Oh.
And they had to throw him in the shower and try to get him. So when he showed up, I remember he was talking to Mayor Lois Frankel. And
So a meeting of the minds.
I'm in a conversation. I'm standing in between Mayor Frankel and Vince Neil, and he's like, and you couldn't even understand a word he was saying, and she was just,
Yeah.
She's like, what am I doing here?
And the conversation went on a lot longer than it should. It wasn't even a conversation. It was him mumbling, her trying to understand.
It was a moment, not a
And
conversation.
I'm in the middle. I'm so uncomfortable. I don't even know what to do. And I'm just like, are we going to go on soon, Vince? He's like, yeah, rock and roll.
Rock and
I'm
roll,
like,
man.
Does that mean now or does that mean 10 minutes? Like, how are we doing here?
Rock and
So,
roll. Where's some
yeah.
chicken fingers?
When do you want to go on stage, Vince? The answer is not fuck yeah, rock and roll.
Yeah.
Just give me a time.
Well,
It's tough.
That cameo he did. Shout out down.
Shout out to devil, yeah.
That I'm not
Cameo video,
exaggerating
yeah,
how
on the
he
website.
said that.
I know, we played it.
He was pretty much in that state.
He might have a drinking problem.
When we're saying that,
When we're saying it, you know it's bad.
Yeah. Well, remember that video, too, that was out of him and, what's that?
Nicolas
goofy-
Cage.
Nicolas
Cage,
They were in
yeah.
Vegas,
Yeah.
and Nicolas Cage. A fan walked up to Nicolas Cage, and she was talking to him, and he getting a picture. And for whatever reason, Vince Neil just got set off by it, and either punched her or choked her or pushed her against the wall.
Yeah.
Did something violent, and then it turned into this big thing.
I mean,
And
dude.
that's when you see Nicolas Cage bringing him outside,
Yeah.
and Nicolas Cage is drunk. He's like, "Get my range! Get my range!" And then he's grabbing Vince Neil. No!
Trying to stuff him in the Range Rover.
Even when Nicolas Cage having a real moment, he's overacting.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And then they had that photo of Nicolas Cage a couple weeks ago where he was walked in all hammered and disheveled and sat on that bench with no shoe or like he's missing one shoe.
If your sober coach is Nicolas Cage, you're in trouble.
Yeah, no doubt.
He was the voice of reason.
I know.
And then why are they getting Nicolas Cage's range? He should not be driving.
Right.
Get my range. He's fucking.
Maybe there was
coked
a
out.
driver in it.
I don't know, man.
I hope there was.
I don't know.
Nicolas Cage lives in Vegas now.
Does he?
Yeah, he did this whole thing about how he loves Vegas.
I bet he
and
does.
I was watching it.
You can drink 24/7 there.
He's got a
and nobody
new.
looks at you.
He's got a new young Asian wife. He just trades them in for a new
He got
model.
married again? Why does he keep saying I do?
I think she might be a fiance. I don't know.
Okay.
But
Dude.
this is his thing. And he talks about how he loves to find a younger Asian waitress.
I got nothing. I like Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
I think it's funny
Sure.
when he overdoes it.
Yeah.
Back in the day, he did some really, really funny comedies. Honeymoon in
Oh, yeah.
Vegas. He was in Moonstruck. He was at Fast
yeah.
Times at Ridgemont High.
He's made an assload of money and he's spent an assload of money. It's dumbfounding how much he's made and how much he's lost.
You can only buy dinosaur bones for so long until it comes back and bites you in the ass.
and if you're notorious for blowing your money in stupid ways, is Vegas the city you want to live in?
no.
I told
I
you.
mean, isn't that the worst city in all of America for you to live in if you have a problem holding on to your cash?
I think the interview is from like 90 or 91, and he's overseas somewhere, and he comes out on stage and does a I've showed it to you before. He does a cartwheel. He does some somersaults. He's on so much blow. So much blow. He takes off his jacket. He's shirtless during this interview. It's such a good watch. I got to post it. 3 people will watch it.
Yeah, so what a tandem. If you see Vince Neil and Nicolas Cage partying together in Vegas, oh my gosh. I mean, I would definitely stand around and watch.
Definitely. Get your camera and like kind of hide and take video.
That's not the fun kind of partying though.
But you're going to go viral.
It's sad. It's like watching Leaving Las Vegas.
It is. Well, he's not leaving.
Yeah.
And he needs to.
Yes, he's not. And then didn't Vince Neil just walk off a stage last week and hurt himself in Pigeon Forge?
He did.
I don't think he walked off. I think
he fell.
I think they carried him off.
I saw him. He was standing up there on the stage. He was there 1 minute, and the next second
He fell off the front.
It was like a magic trick because he disappeared so fast. Vince Neil falls fast and hard. I mean, that guy he's like, don't go away, and it's just like gone. Like, what the hell happened to Vince? He's just gone.
He went away.
Yeah, just gone.
They said he broke ribs. I don't know if that's true or not, but they're like, Vince broke his ribs. He can't breathe, but he wants to come back on stage, but we told him no.
Michael says he broke a hip.
Damn.
That's going to sit you on the bench for a minute.
He probably didn't feel it for a week later.
Is it low budget to see Vince Neil sing "Shout at the Devil" sitting down? Sitting in a chair. Girls, girls, girls. It doesn't have the same vibe.
I think you could get up there and do a better job.
Call me Vince Neil.
Yeah, it's not working for him. Let me see. Pop it off.
I'm sorry. Not to cut you off. Retraction. Michael was just kidding. He did not break a hip.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Fucking guy,
damn.
I got catfish.
Michael.
I know, fuck.
You know we'll read anything put in front of us.
Anything and believe it all.
We fact check nothing.
Yes.
Immediately run with it.
Just go with it. So there you go. So you got the movie dropping today at 420. It's going to be going on. Hopefully some fun videos from this weekend. Jay Bird's little party.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll do some social media videos for sure. Mm-hmm. And look for me today on social media as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to just keep reminding people what the plan is for the watch party.
Yeah. And then maybe I'll post a photo. You either see me happy face in front of a Buckeye game or stoic face at a fancy party.
Well, if you're smiling at the fancy party, we're going to see through that lie.
It's not going to be a real smile.
Yeah.
That smile is nothing but lies.
Yeah, nothing but lies and fake. All right, we got just a couple days left. And then we're there, baby. We'll be doing a lot more Halloween fun here to get through the week.
We still having a Halloween celebration show on Friday?
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
With Halloween drinks?
Yes.
All kinds of good stuff.
I'm making specialty drinks with our Atoll vodka.
I'll get turned on some witch's brew.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. All right, so we got some good stuff coming up Thursday, Friday. We'll see you here back then. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.